So I'm gonna do a live for about an hour today, just because I'm gonna go into work right afterward. And I promised you guys I'd do a live today, so I wasn't able to do it this morning. So I told you guys this afternoon, and here we are. We're gonna continue the storyline and or side missions, whatever it is that that comes up. And yeah, we're gonna keep on. We're gonna keep at the game. Request companion. What's going on, everybody?
Jack Cost and Kylo Ren are here.
Kylo Ren, and Jack Cost and Ibrahima. What's going on, Toby? What's up from Australia? Hey, how's it going, man?
They're all asking how you are.
Oh, how I am? I'm doing great. You guys, for those of you just coming in now, I said earlier before there was anyone in here, I'm gonna go live for about an hour today because I'm gonna go into work tonight right after the live. But I promised you guys I'd do a live today. I wasn't able to do it this morning, so I'm doing it now, as I said yesterday. So I'm gonna go for about an hour, maybe an hour 15 minutes, and then I have to go into work.
Prime's here.
Prime, what's up? Everybody, what's up? Yeah, my hair is like super wet because I just got out of the shower. Well, it looks wet. I actually dried it a bit.
Brandon's complimenting your hair.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the hair compliment.
Toby Music is asking how you liking the full game.
I'm loving it. I'm still learning it a bit. Like, I'm trying to figure out, for example, it's probably because we've been doing the live and we've been talking, but like the +1 in red always tells me it's like dangerous, whereas green is always like you're in the good. So I'm guessing that the +1 means they recommend me being at power level 9, for example, in this one, because that's like 8 + 1. This one would be like 10, and then this one is like I'm 3 points over. I'm thinking that's how it is. Not really sure though, but yeah, I'm loving it so far. It's a lot like Destiny, It's more so than I thought before. I thought it was a little like Destiny. It's a lot like Destiny for me.
Kylo Ren wants to know if the game is worth it.
The game is definitely worth it. I'm not trying to take away from like the developers or anything, but like, there's like 4 or 5 different versions of the game. Like you get the game and then you get like a bunch of extra stuff is what I mean. I don't know if I'd spring for the whole extra stuff unless you're like a diehard person who wants to have all of the skins and everything like immediately, because I'm a grinder. So like I grind a lot of games like this and I go from like the bottom to the top, and a lot of times you'll get like, oh, it's an exclusive content, you can only get it if you're pre-order it or if you buy the premier, holy crap package of it. But I don't like subject to that because I'm like, well, they're going to put it in anyway, because why are they going to make it just for a select few who pay early? I've seen that happen many times where people just get access to it later on just by playing the game. So I would definitely get the $60 version. That's 100% worth every penny. But if you really want to shell out that extra $20-30 for the extra stuff, go for it. I just personally don't do it.
Mark McKeever says, and he says that Jeremy apparently is live right now too.
Oh, Jeremy's live? Oh, well, definitely, if you guys have the means of checking out both channels at once, I'd recommend that for sure.
Scoopy Snacks is already on it. He says that he's simulcasting you and Jeremy.
Nice.
Prime says, I need to level my characters. By the way, man, let me know when you want to play.
Oh, for sure. If I wasn't going into work tonight, I'd probably hit you, take you up on that. I need to go in, or I want to play for a little bit and then go right into work. So I'm only doing it for about an hour 15, something like that. Let's see here. The learning curve in this game, I see it's it's not intense, but it's definitely there. You kind of got to know what you're doing. You kind of got to understand what the game calls for and everything like that. because like for example, if I don't level up this armor, I'm gonna get hosed. So you kind of have to be conscious of that kind of deal. But other than that, the game's a lot of fun. I mean, it's fun anyway, but it's not too bad.
It's Mads. Can you swing by the lab real quick?
Sure. I'll be there in a sec.
Between your stream and Jeremy's.
No problem, Chief. I didn't know Jeremy was live actually right now. Otherwise, I probably would have rescheduled it. But Ash just got home from work, and I wanted to get the stream in earlier, not after my shift at work, because I tend to sometimes work late into the night. So I didn't want to come home at like 1 in the morning my time and then decide to do a live. So I wanted to knock it out right before work and then go in. So, but definitely, if you guys are watching Jeremy's, feel free. My stuff I know for a fact my stuff will upload immediately up to YouTube. So don't worry about missing the live on my account. Definitely go show Jeremy some love.
Tom is asking a question. He says, what do you think of the Uncharted games?
What do I think about the Uncharted games? I like them. I think they're a lot of fun. I started the first one. I have it right now on my PlayStation, and I definitely enjoy it a lot. I think it's a really good game. I think that the interface, the way that the controls handle and everything, I think it's a lot of fun, and it's very very unique. I think some games don't, or most games don't play like that anymore, in my experience. So I really like that. It's like running around and aiming while you're running, and it's like third person over the shoulder kind of deal. There was a game called Kill Switch, I believe that's what it was called, that I played when I was younger, and it was a lot like that too. But I haven't played through the rest of them, so if enough of you want me to play Uncharted, I'll definitely play it on stream, because I haven't played through the game, and those are the types of games that I have the most fun with, because you guys get to see my candid reactions of just like when something happens. Like when I saw the Hulk for the first time in this, I freaked out.
You got a super chat from Toby Music. At $5, he says, sorry I missed last night's live streams. I'm usually at all.
Oh, first of all, thank you so much for the super chat. You didn't have to do that. Don't worry about missing them. As I said, don't worry about it, because they get posted automatically on Facebook, on YouTube. I know that a lot of people want to be here for the the live, so to speak, but never apologize if life gets in the way. That comes first all the time. Your life always comes first. But I really appreciate the support, and thank you so much for the super chat. And I'm glad you were able to make it for this one.
Joyful Spirit's here. She's saying,
Hey, Joyful Spirit, what's going on?
I'm a
Savage Gamer, to get back on that,
polymorph,
Savage Gamer
I think.
712 was talking about
It's cool. It's like stretchy arms and stuff.
The Avengers game, the one that you're playing right now, and he says that
Still
because of the
working
Marvel
on
fan,
making it not look.
Oh, okay. So basically, I don't know if you heard Ashley read the question, but she's saying that you think that the Marvel game was not up to par, being a Marvel fan. I mean, I'm not sure what you really mean about it. I mean, I don't have that big of an opinion on that per se, just because I'm still in the quote unquote beginning, I think, of the game. But
At least you made it out, right?
I knew that they were going to do their own thing. Like, I knew going into it, it probably wasn't going to cover a comic book or any kind of nod to a specific, story arc or anything like that. So, I mean, I think I'm okay with that. Honestly, I don't think that it's that bad, but I mean, I definitely appreciate your opinion if you don't feel like it's, I guess delivering on all, or firing on all cylinders as a Marvel fan, because I'm a huge Marvel fan as well. So I definitely can appreciate your concern in that regard. I just haven't been hit that way myself yet, but maybe later on I'll definitely agree with you. Who knows?
They'll find that too.
No, they won't. Your Avengers will be too late.
Here, let me help you.
were at like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
in Australia.
In Australia, they're 3 a.m. Wow, yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah, definitely. I think it's like a 21-hour flight from where I am to get to Australia. I was going to go when I was a lot younger. My dad loves Australia. He spent like 7 months over there, like an impromptu 1-month vacation turned into a 7-month extended stay, and he helped his buddy who had a ranch and a big cattle ranch, and he went to the auctions and all that. It was a lot of fun. I was talking to Prime actually about cattle auctions and being a farmer the other day when I was over at his place for Memorial, or what was it, Labor Day? And was it Labor Day, babe?
Yes.
That's what just passed? I'm bad with holidays. But yeah, we were talking about the farm life and how I'm just fascinated by it. So Australia, I know, is a lot. It's a lot of of time on on an airplane. So imagine like going by boat or something. It'd probably take like a week and a half. But he loves Australia. There was actually a where he lived on the farm. They lived on like an actual like farmhouse that was separated away from like all the stables and stuff. And his host, she knew that there was a brown snake in the front yard, and she was just like, just don't go over there. The brown snake lives there. I don't bother it. It doesn't bother me. And then I said, why is it a big deal? Is it poisonous? And he's like, yeah, it's like one of the most poisonous, if not the most poisonous snake in the world. You die in like 15 seconds. And I was just like,
You've been talking to
and you stayed there? And he's like, yeah. I was like, bro, you not me. I'd be like, well, guess I'm looking for a Holiday Inn.
Gotcha.
Look, we have to help them.
That's not a good idea.
What? There's Inhumans in there.
So
I don't understand.
the question was, what do I think of Quicksilver's death in Age of Ultron? I, at first, going into it, I was very upset because I knew that there was another version of Quicksilver in the Fox franchise of movies. So this one kind of seemed like he was there as like a placeholder, because I guess I could be wrong, but I guess whoever decided to put what's her name? Oh my god, well, Scarlet Witch, I can't remember her human name or her regular name, but anyway, whoever decided to put her into the MCU was like, well, you can't have her without Quicksilver. So I think that may have been the inspiration towards it. So they kind of like, whatever, you know, the guy was the dude who played Kick-Ass, so he was used to being in a superhero comic book kind of a movie, and I thought he was okay. I think the accent was a little much. I don't think we needed the accent to sell the character, because it was just maybe he laid it on a little thick. So the more I watched it, the more I started nitpicking his character. But then after a while, I was like, you know, him dying the way he did, I believe it was saving Clint. Him dying the way he did, I'm like, you know, that's pretty noble. You know, that's noble of him to do that. So it didn't bother me a whole lot, honestly. At first, it really did, and then afterward, I was just like, you know what, it's fine. I get that the rights were there, and they couldn't do much with him because Fox technically owned the character, and I guess it was like a lease, or it was like, hey, you can use this likeness or this kind of deal, but you can't like use him to his extent, because he was going to be utilized in Fox. So I'm not sure about that, but I know that definitely had a lot to do with how he was received and how he was portrayed, I'm sure.
Martin Peter said that he tried to upgrade my Patreon.
Oh, I think I got an email or a message. I'm still trying to get used to the whole Patreon interface. But yeah, I'm not sure why that happened. I can ask like Holden or Jeremy or Matt, who have more experience in Patreon than I do. I'm not sure why I think you said that it worked for Jeremy, the upgrade, but it didn't work for me. I'm not sure why it didn't work. But I can definitely try and figure that out and get back to you on that. Because I'm not really sure why I would do that. It's kind of weird.
Respect. Right this way.
Really? Just like that?
I've got a good feeling about you. But you're gonna need this. It's not safe out there.
Thanks, Theo.
His favorite thing they did with this game, in my opinion. Oh, do you want me to tell you the rest of it? Because it sounds like it's a spoiler.
What are you talking about, this game?
Yes. I don't know if you've gotten there yet.
Well, I don't know if we've gotten there yet either, but I would rather keep it spoiler free if people don't mind.
Okay. So I think I don't know if they've finished it, but that's a spoiler, so I won't tell you.
Okay.
Tell you the rest of that question. ECT Tristan made it.
Hey, getting your exercise in. That's what's up, man. ECT Tristan. I kept calling you Ect Tristan. I think that's super wrong. We're not sure if it's etc. or ECT. Feel free to clarify on that, because I don't want to butcher your name.
Those Inhumans need our help. If this works, then all's forgiven. I hope.
That is very true. I am a stay-at-home parent, and it definitely feels like there are no holidays. I almost forgot my own birthday this year. My birthday was July 29th, and I almost forgot it. Like, I had to be reminded by my phone going off on a random alarm, and it was like, hey, it's like 1:44 in the morning, and I was like, July 20th. It's my birthday already. It was really weird. It was something like that, where it just kind of like happened, and then my parents and my wife decided to throw like a little small cut or cake cutting kind of a deal at the house, and with just us, the kids, you know, mom and dad, and then it felt like my birthday, obviously, because we were together. But if that hadn't happened, I'd have been like, oh, it's my birthday. Oh, it is ECT. Gotcha. Sweet. Okay, so now we know.
So now I know. So I'll say ECT Tristan.
ECT Tristan. Got it.
Savage Gamers said that it happened only in the game.
Oh. Well, if you're watching now, if you can tell that it happened way before where I am now, then you can definitely, you know, feel free to talk about it. I just don't want to spoil anything going forward. Not just for me, because even though I don't really care for spoilers, I really don't. Video games are kind of like, they're not as bad as movies. Let's just put it that way. But I definitely want to spare anyone who's in the chat wanting to either, you know, watch it for the first time while I play it, or they, you know, they just don't want spoilers for whatever reason. They don't want them. I just don't want to, you know, make them upset or have anyone feel bad. But if you're confident that I already went through it, then yeah, obviously you can feel free and talk about it. I don't mind.
Okay, Kamala, this is the real deal. Just keep it together.
But then Toby was trying to reassure us, saying that they haven't had a death caused by a snake in like 30 years.
Get to the cells. Free the Inhumans.
They're not like, you know, in the jungle.
I do know for a fact, I don't know if you guys heard that, Joyful Spirit was talking about how Australia has like the most deadliest animals in the world and stuff like that, or one of those places, and I've heard the same thing. I've seen shows on Netflix about it, but Toby was saying it's not that bad. People exaggerate it, you know, and I do know that many people go to Australia that don't live there, like for vacation or for family visits or business trips or anything like that. So I do know that Australia is a place that's traveled. It's not like, you know, going to the Bermuda Triangle, which I learned the other day is not really, you know, a real thing, apparently, that's going somewhere else. But still, I figured I'd say that. It was perceived as something. You gotta go get the baby. It's fine, babe. Yeah, I thought that the Bermuda Triangle was like hell on earth, and then I realized someone said that it wasn't real. But anyway, a lot of people looked at Australia like that. And I'm like, I don't know, especially since my dad went several times and stayed for a long time. But I do know that there is a lot of dangerous animals that if you go looking for trouble, you're going to find trouble. It's going to find you. But like anywhere in the world, really. I just found it really interesting that Australia has certain animals that don't look dangerous. Like they have fish that just like hang out, and if you get near them, you die. You know? So I thought that was just like, whoa. Oh god, I'm about to fight. Oh, well, I thought that was going to be a good strategy. So my wife walked out. I keep saying my wife like you don't know her name. Ashley walked out to go check on Luke. That's why I'm not reading any comments and I'm trying to survive here. So when she gets back, we'll definitely catch up on some comments. Oof. Oh, his TV went. Netflix did its thing again, where it's like, "Hey, stupid question. Are you still watching this show that all seasons are available for?" Hey, I'm in comic books. What's going on, buddy?
These guys just keep coming.
Oh, if it was Captain America, then yeah, I did play through that.
Okay, then yeah, that's what he was talking about.
Was it Captain?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, yeah.
He was talking about.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I didn't mean to be super dramatic about don't spoil it on here. But yeah, Cap dying. Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. I didn't know why they would do that. Maybe, and I'm really reaching here, but maybe it was like to balance the end of the MCU Phase 3. Maybe that's why they just didn't want. They wanted one character to die to kind of give the game emotional depth right from the get-go. But they kind of wanted to maybe refrain from having someone be like, you know, someone like Tony dying, and they wanted to give it to another person who carries the same, you know, tenure, I guess. Maybe that's what their purpose behind it was. I really don't know, but you never know with I mean, we even got it in the MCU that not to indulge Matt, but nobody really stays dead essentially if they want to bring them back. Oh my god. Tiny girl's big now. She's big now.
Oh no, not now.
But yeah, so I mean, maybe that's what they were going for, but I definitely agree it sucks that he died really soon, especially since it's Cap, you know.
The terms of our agreement were clear.
Do I think has the potential for a great film adaptation? Honestly, my initial thought on that would be something like Metal Gear Solid. I think Metal Gear Solid was a game that, just from a video game standpoint, it revolutionized gaming. And it hasn't been done. Yes, we've had like Special Ops, Black Ops kind of movies before, you know, with like one-man armies like Rambo and stuff like that. But there's something about the characters and the story of the Metal Gear games that I think would translate really well on film. I think seeing someone who was essentially cloned and the whole 9 yards of not being a human being, so to speak, going on missions after mission and showing, like, you know, the very people that send them on those missions, going through turmoil. There's a lot of good story arcs. The villains are fantastic in Metal Gear Solid. The whole Foxhound is great. The fact that they all have animal code names. That's how I learned what an ocelot was. I had no idea that an ocelot was an animal. And I was like, what? Oh, everyone has these cool animal names except this dude whose name is Ocelot. That's not an animal. Then I was like, wait a minute. Yes, it is. So I think that would be a really good film, and I would be probably the first person in line in my county to go watch it in the theater.
Oh, you got another, like, Wolfhound. I don't know if he's ever going to chat or she. I don't know. Because they're from Australia.
Hey, we got a couple Australians in here.
Mark McKeever is asking, when do you make an Amazon wish list to get your wife a mic?
So I'm actually thinking about, since I don't see why it wouldn't work, since I have 2 USB ports in the front of the PlayStation. I'm looking at it right now, so I'm looking down. I think that I can just connect another snowball to it, and if that's the case, I'll pick one up in like a week and just buy another arm and have her have her own arm to talk. Am I playing as Black Widow? Dude, lit. I looked up and I see Black Widow. I'm like, hello? But yeah, if that'll work, theoretically, if I can have 2 mics going at once, then I'll definitely make that happen, because I'm sure you guys want to hear her, you know, say her questions and reading the chats and stuff, and not have to hear me repeat it and stuff like that. So I definitely get it. Oh crap! Really?
Oh, hi.
Dude, how is it going to be live streamed? Because I'd love to catch it. If, you know, my job, what I do is I don't want to say it is work, but I do have the opportunity at times to watch live streams and multitask. So if you're doing it while I'm at work, I'd love to watch it. So definitely shoot Ashley a message on the chat, and if you don't mind, and let us know where to see it while you perform, because that'd be sweet. Blues Rock, interesting.
I still haven't replaced the admin codes I installed last year.
You really watch Cobra Kai. I recommend you watch it on Netflix. It's a really good show.
That is 100% a show that I am going to watch. I just binge watched about not quite a month ago, but it was about 3 weeks ago. I started watching the first Karate Kid and then watched all of them, because I had only really seen the next Karate Kid, because I was just a tad bit too young when the first 3 came out, or really the first 2. So I only really saw the next Karate Kid, and I loved it. I loved the music and everything, but then I was like, I need to watch the originals and, you know, figure out what there is to know about this Daniel-san guy. And I loved them. I loved the first, second, and the third one, really. The third one was a little bit weak for me, but the first and second were awesome. So I was like, there's Cobra Kai, and I knew that originally I think it was a YouTube it was either a YouTube or like a Redbox or something, some obscure exclusive, and I was like, well, I don't know if I'm ever gonna watch it. unless they come out on DVD or something and I can buy the DVD. So when I saw that it was on Netflix, I was like, yes.
Oh, door number 2 it is then.
Well, Miss Marvel, if I remember correctly from the X-Men animated series, is responsible for Rogue getting like most of her powers that we all know her for, like flying and super strength and all that. So if that's where they're going with this, and they're eventually going to add the X-Men, especially now since Marvel is pretty much all under one roof again, I'm okay with that, because we did get a lot of Cap in the MCU. Now, if they still allow you to play multiplayer, which they probably do, I would imagine, with Cap and just ignore the storyline, then I think that I would be 100% okay with him dying in the narrative, because it makes for a good narrative. You know, comic books are subjective, and it depends on who writes them. Nothing's really canon. You know, that for comics, for me, nothing's canon. So if I can play as Cap when I'm playing with my friends, I'm okay that he died in the story narrative, especially if that means that it opens up the door for like the X-Men and Rogue and other characters that we didn't get to see in the movies. So I'm okay with that.
The lab's far. Damn it.
I still think she looks just like Mary Jane from the Spider-Man movies.
It better not be the girl, Monica. Gotta get in there. They're clearing out the building.
I am the Veil of Shadows. I almost did an impression for you guys there. Alright, throws down a cloaking grenade. Nice. This guy was like, why am I getting hit?
I was hoping for more of a fight. Monica's office.
Pistols. Hello?
Knock, knock. Anyone home?
So I'll screenshot that. So
There you
you
are.
want to look at it. So I'm actually really interested too. I'd like to look at it.
Sounds good, sounds good.
So
I must be protecting something important.
Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try and catch at least some of it. It is awesome. Musicians are so dope.
Nice digs. Now I know who's really running the show.
I told him that you and I love music, and I was in band for 8 years, so I think it'd be helpful. So.
Yeah, I can play guitar and I can play drums, but I can't read music. So I like music too.
Years of undercover work, and a kid from Jersey City brings me right to the heart of.
I got to learn how to read music at some point, because it's. Yeah, I know you can teach me, Ash. We just need to sit down and have that. Maybe have that be a, like something that you and I do together, or I can just be like, hey, I could read music now. Even though it's kind of cool to be like, I'm a real life Nick Cannon from Drumline, because he couldn't read music for a while either in that movie.
So we said that we made his day.
Oh, we made your day? Well, you made my day for giving us like music that I can be like, I know the bassist in that band.
No, there's
I know him from the internet. Oh.
Monica's lab, all right. Let's find out where they've got.
All the colors in this game. Purple box. Bye. What is that?
So Random Andy's channel is stopping by to say hi.
Random Andy, what's going on? Glad you can slide on by and say what's up, because I can go and say what's up back.
Where's the cell access panel?
So much glass in here.
The last log.
Bum, 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 bum.
Gamer says that he's gonna go.
Where the hell are you?
Savage Gamer, you're out of here. I'm glad you got to stop by and say hi, man. We'll see you around.
Okay. Where are you?
Dark.
Jerichen. None of your so-called cures ever work, Monica.
Like how she has the Black Widow logo on her like turtleneck.
You're revoking her powers. It's killing her.
It's a little warm in here.
You're not even looking for a cure anymore. The formula keeps Inhumans alive just long enough to copy their powers. It's just a cover for your twisted experiments. stealing powers to create adaptoids. I have to find Kamala.
I have to find Kamala. Alarm goes off in the lab into lockdown mode.
All right.
Oh boy. This isn't good. Oh my lord. Wait, what? Press R1 to fire electrostatic bolts that will do heavy shock damage and lock down enemy targets. Noise.
You look new. I don't suppose we can talk this out.
Oh.
Pastor, do you know what your
I'm actually drawing a blank. I feel like I should know what that is, but I don't at the moment. Yeah, what is Tyrigan Mist? Oh. Well, I am... Whoa. If it was responsible for making the Inhumans, I really probably don't know what it is. I haven't followed the Inhumans a whole lot.
I can't tell you how many times I wanted to punch your smug artificial...
But that's awesome. Ouch.
So much more satisfying.
Ouch. Oh, these things are self-destructing. I don't want to be there for that. Love from the UK. Yes, I actually have watched quite a bit of The Walking Dead. I watched like everything that's currently on Netflix. I don't know if the new season is out. I think it comes out in October usually. But yes, I do watch Walking Dead. There are things about the show that from a show perspective, like from the narrative, I don't really care for. I know that they had things happen in real life, like Carl wanted to go to school and stuff, but from the show, like, I'm not upset with anything that they really did as far as like who died and all that, like changing certain deaths from the comics. Like, I know Dale is still alive in the comics and he's dead. He died in the show like really early on, so I enjoyed the show. What do I say? What's the word I'm looking for? My initial fandom of the show is a very memorable story for me because I was living with a friend and his mother, because his dad had passed away tragically at work. Not to get super sappy, but that's what brought us together. I was friends with his dad, and you know, I live in the South, so there can be, you know, quite a bit of racism and stuff, you know, still lingering, unfortunately. And I basically was caught in the middle of that. And you know, I don't want to sugarcoat it because it was still, you know, judging a book by its cover. But his mother was very leery. Now I'm second guessing which is correct. I think it's leery of me hanging out with her son because, you know, I was dark skinned and stuff like that. And her husband pretty much shut it down. He was just like, listen, he's a great kid. He comes from a great family.
I need to stop this gas.
You need to cut that out. And now she loves me to death. So just a long story short, anyway, I was hanging out with that family, and they were going camping. They go camping a lot. So one day they were like, hey guys, we're gonna go to this campground, and it's in the middle of the woods, and it should be a lot of fun. And I was like, okay, sweet, let's go. And as soon as we get there, I realized that The Walking Dead was premiering that night. So I was like, holy crap, I didn't know that show was, you know, already out, because I thought that it was a long way from being, you know, on television. So we watched the first episode of The Walking Dead in the middle of the woods in a camper, and when I saw that they were in a camper, I freaked out. Alright, so really? Wow. I mean, that makes sense. Season 11, it's a pretty long show. It's been around forever. I know Rick wants to go back home to his family, or Andrew Lincoln wants to go back home to his family and stuff. So I totally get it. All right, Joyful Spirit. I'm glad you got to come by, hang out, go get the shopping done, and stay safe with the fam. I can understand that. I'm about to die. No, there's no life in here. Is that life? Please don't die. Yes. Dang it! Wow, look at that. I died as soon as I got to the life.
Justin Perio says, been playing this and got to say I'm not a fan of playing as the Hulk. So they don't like playing as the Hulk.
Oh, you don't like the Hulk? Well, I died a lot last night doing the Hulk training mission. I think the Hulk is all over the place as far as the buttons go. He's very button oriented as far as his controls. It's not very clear cut, you know, like how Black Widow is just guns, dodging, kicking. You know, the Hulk is like picking things up and throwing them and making sure you heal yourself. And he's a lot like Akuma, I guess, in that regard. For those of you that play Street Fighter, he does a lot of damage output, but he also takes a lot of damage when he gets hit. So I could see that. I could see why it could be, especially with a sea of different styles, play styles. I can see why it would be kind of annoying to play as the Hulk. Thank you so much. I'm glad that that you're coming over from multiple channels, you know, in the Nerd Team 6 universe, because we really love you guys, like, you know, collectively and also individually. So the fact that you guys were able to come over to other channels, you know, and not just stay at one, that's awesome. Because, you know, we really enjoy you guys, and we love making videos for you guys. Yes, he is my favorite player to play as so far. Not just because he's my favorite Avenger, but I got to play as him in the very beginning, like I guess the pre-game part of the game, where, you know, everything's still nice and nothing's bad, nobody died yet, and I loved it. I love calling the hammer back and it destroying whatever's in its path. I loved all of it. Playing as Thor was a lot of fun. I can't wait to play as him again. Oh, okay, cool. Well, I get to watch all of it then, if I'm not able to watch it all when it's live. That's sweet.
Decontamination protocols.
Alrighty, so kick the ones on the ground, shoot the ones in the sky. Got it.
It's working. Put the gas under control.
What's going on, Nick Mayfield? Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I hope you had a good day, and I'm glad you're able to come check out the live stream. Try not to die again. Trying to live that Batman life where you only lose once to the same enemy. What's going on, Trevor? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Kylo, thanks a lot, man. Really appreciate you coming by and saying what's up. Enjoy the rest of your night and stay safe.
Wonder how much I cost Dane by scrapping it.
Hey, welcome. I'm glad you got to come by. I think this is the third one we've done so far. I'm glad you got to come check it out. I hope you enjoy it. Try not to die. That's why I'm. Oh, whoa, whoa. Health. Dodge. Got him. Got him.
Kamala would be in the
I really like Black Widow. She's dope. Like to play as. She's awesome as a character, obviously, but she's dope to play as in the game.
They're transferring the Inhumans. Hope I'm not too late. Hiding behind that won't help.
Whoops. Whoa. Hashtag terrible raid. Chief, you're saying hashtag terrible raid? Is that like a new thing I don't know about? Patrick Stewart is in the chat.
Jeremy says hi.
Jeremy Branch from Movies Are Terrible.
Terrible rage doesn't come from Jeremy screaming rage.
Oh. Oh crap! No, I don't want to die.
Jeremy wanted us to rage.
Oh, raid. That's right. I just learned what that meant. Actually, not long ago, that raiding is a term used to go from hopping from stream to stream and keeping the love going. That's awesome. I actually learned that not long ago. Well, you're not alive anymore.
For a prison.
My impressions for this game, I like it. Like, whoop, somebody just texted me. Matt just texted me. So my impression for this game is I really like it. I love playing it. So maybe from like a watching perspective, like watching other people play it, I can totally see that it can be kind of like, why do it, you know? Definitely from a playing perspective, I am enjoying it. I think, like I said earlier in another stream regarding the game, I think a lot of it, that people that don't like it, probably have to do with the fact that they expected something completely different and they didn't get what they expected. That can happen with video games, especially ones as big as this and as, you know, anticipated as this. So that could very well be why anyone who tells me I'm on the fence with getting the game, I always tell them, you know, download the beta. It should be widely available now. I would recommend buying the beta or downloading the beta before you buy the game. And if you don't like it, then, you know, maybe it's not for you. But for me, as someone who isn't a hardcore gamer, you know, I just now have my PC. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet because I had to wait for my desk to get fixed by me and my buddy Andres. But I would recommend getting it if you're a Marvel fan. You know, if you just are. For me, it's what's holding me over for the Phase 4 of the MCU, because I'm getting to, you know, get my Marvel kicks in and the fact that I'm able to play this with friends is why I got it. Really, I didn't really get it so much for the storyline. I expected the storyline would be there just as like a something to do while the game settles, and you know, maybe get some power-ups for multiplayer and stuff like that. But I cannot wait to co-op it with my friends. So for me, it's worth every penny. What the? Sorry, babe. This guy just freaked me out. This guy's huge. No, go ahead. What were you saying?
I love the character model.
Gotcha. Yeah, I understand. I mean, if you're not, whoa, what is this?
Of course.
If you were, like I said, if you were wanting something, the graphics aren't like anything, you know, insane. They're good, but I mean, there's still stuff that's like very like early PlayStation 4 era. So if that's what you're referring to, not liking, I totally understand it. It doesn't bother me that much though. Very good question. I think someone asked that at another stream. It does compare a lot as far as playing with my friends, you know, like I go back to that a lot. That's part of what the appeal of the game is for me. The Ultimate Alliance was so much fun, and it was actually quite expensive for a while because of that. For those of you that don't know, the replayability of it was really good. You can play with your friends and oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, he's healing anyway. That sucks. This is very different though. It doesn't have that dungeon crawly feel, that Diablo 3 feel that Ultimate Alliance has, but I think it's, you know, it's like comparing I guess games from different eras, really, because even though Diablo 3 definitely has held on to its fandom, I don't think games like that are going to be the norm going forward. I think people want bigger, badder graphics, badder in a good way. So it does compare as far as like what you're doing and the feel. I can only imagine, because I haven't played with my friends yet, but the appeal of playing with your friends is probably the same. But I'm definitely a big fan of Ultimate Alliance, so I can see why they're easily comparable. Ow. What's going on? Mr. Graham Crackers, I do consider myself an artist. I do canvas painting. I do miniature painting as commissions. I've been drawing since I was like 5 years old. So I do consider myself an artist. I'm not someone who can like draw an entire comic, you know, with no reference. But because for me that's a real artist. But at the same time, I do love drawing and doing my own versions of characters and stuff like that. So yes, I am an artist. I have not played it yet. I do have it. I've been meaning to play it. The reason why I'm not in a big hurry to play it is because I already have it, and more importantly, I saw Holden play through a lot of it. So I usually give myself, whenever I see gameplay extensively, like if I watch a friend of mine play a game, or if I hang out with my friends while they're playing it, I tend to give myself a big gap of time, especially for a game that I really, really care about the narrative. To see if I can forget some of the details and then feel, you know, like I'm still enjoying it for the first time when I decide to play it. So that's my main reason why I haven't played it yet. But I do have it, and I will play it on stream at some point.
On these AIM bastards. Cute. But only
yes. You mean this game? That is something that I'm thinking about reserving for my patrons, just because that'll give me something else to add, separating, you know, like the tiers and just more content for you guys to enjoy and feel like you're getting your money's worth. So I definitely will be doing that with my patrons at some point. That's probably going to be something I think about adding relatively soon, to the tiers, but there may be some days for like a celebration or something like that that I just do it with everyone or anyone. But for the most part, I think I'm going to reserve something like that for my patrons, just because it's something special, and it'd be something that I could you know, give them attention, like all of my attention, essentially, you know, that kind of deal. But yeah, I think we talked about that last night during the stream. That's something I'm going to be doing here in the future, the near future. Anyway. Whoa, no! Get the health, don't die. Get the health, don't die. No, get off the wall. Thank you. Yes, I am having a great time playing. I die a lot because I'm learning each character's style and stuff like that, but I do love the game so far. I did not get it because to be honest, I did not leave my house today. I was busy doing housework and catching up on sleep whenever my kid took a nap. So that means I'm going to be downloading the digital copy tonight because I didn't get a chance to go to GameStop. But I am going to get it. I'm going to get it tonight. Probably when I'm at work, I'll have it downloading. What was that? Oh, okay. Making sure I didn't lose something in the fight here. It looks like the mission is going to end right around that hour mark, which works out great. Thor. I only got a little taste of what Thor is like to play as in the very beginning of the game, but I am like foaming at the mouth in anticipation to play as him again because it was so much fun.
Terrace leads to the Inhuman holding cells.
Call of Duty, yeah. Matt plays a lot of Warzone with a friend of his. Yeah, he's always, when he's playing games, it's usually Warzone. There is a video on Holden's channel of Matt playing Spider-Man for the first time. I think you guys should check that out. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people came by and said hi, and we were having a lot of fun doing that. But Holden definitely has thought about it since he did that one episode. But because of scheduling and because we have so many movies and shows to watch and stuff like that, we haven't been doing it a lot with Matt. But I think there's something there, definitely something there. I know Holden doesn't really prioritize gaming on his channel because it just doesn't. It's not something that's like highly viewed off of his channel. Out of all of us, I guess I'm the one that gets most of the gaming traffic and content. So maybe that's something I can do with Matt, and that'll be something he and I do for my channel. But yeah, that's definitely something that's been experimented with in the past, with that Spider-Man Let's Play that he did on his channel that one time.
I have grander aspirations.
Replacing the Avengers.
Not everything's about you.
She's very like Black Widow saying doesn't seem like a fun character to play with. Well, first of all, I mean, she's human, so there's only so much she can do, but she's very much like a cat, you know, like how she is in the movies. She hits you a couple times and then runs away, gets her feet back on the ground and uses your own momentum against you, that kind of deal. So I could see how that's not like an extravagant way of playing the game, but she's actually pretty cool. I've died the least so far with her, I think. Nice. Oh, nope, not ready, not done. I feel like the game's getting really laggy. I don't know what's going on. Oh, thank you so much. You guys are like family to us. You know, I can definitely speak for the rest of the crew when I say that. You guys are, we talk about you guys all the time. We're always looking at ways to innovate our content and, you know, keep the variations high and, you know, make sure that you guys are definitely, those of you that are patrons and those of you who, you know, monetarily support the channel and stuff and keep it growing, you know, keep them growing, the channels, respectively. We definitely want to make you guys feel like it's worth giving us your hard-earned money, you know, during super chats and stuff like that. We value you guys invaluably, I should say. You guys don't have, you know, a value on you because you're a big reason why we're able to do this as often as we do it. And, you know, sometimes we're able to do, you know, 10 uploads collectively a week. And, you know, finding the time and you know, getting the products that we use, if it's, you know, if it's Matt doing the fruit videos, if it's us doing like product reviews for you guys and stuff, that stuff is all directly supported by you guys. So you guys, we couldn't do this the way we do it if it wasn't for you guys, and we love you very much. Yes, she's kind of like the Swiss Army knife of this game. I find that a lot of characters have that Spider-Man swingy thing, like even Black Widow has it, where she can, like, you know, she pulls out her grappling hook stuff. But Kamala is like everyone. She has like the Hulk's like AoE as far as like her reach and everything. She's super fast, you know, and her dodge abilities and stuff are really cool too. Let me see, where are these guys? I'm gonna turn. Let's see here. Maybe that'll help. Whoa, brother man. Oh man. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I can't wait to get fan art from those of you that, since we got the P.O. box now, you were wanting us to get one for fan art and stuff like that. That's like my favorite thing ever, is to see other people's art, especially anything that's like done for me, you know, personally. Like if I get a postcard from one of you guys or something like that, I'm gonna frame them. I'm gonna probably frame every piece of art that can be framed from you guys, because I love that. I love that one-to-one relationship of, you know, fandom, you know, friends, that kind of thing. I love that. I love that personal touch that you get from like personal messages, personal postcards, that kind of thing. It's amazing. So I'm super excited for the P.O. box for sure. I know the rest of the guys are as well, but you guys, like I said, I can't say it enough. You guys are the reason why we do this. A big part of why we do this. You know, we make videos anyway, but the fact that people love to watch them, it's great. You know, it makes us feel really good, and it brings the community together, especially during something like COVID that really is just negative. There's nothing positive about COVID that I can think of. So we have to make the best of it and make the positive silver linings and stuff. And this community is definitely that for me and the rest of the team, you know. That was awesome. More people? Or is that just... Oh, it is more people. Power Surge.
And the comic book says that they're sending a package out to the P.O. box tomorrow.
Oh my god. That's going to be sweet. I'm definitely going to do an unboxing when we get it. Either on a live. I'll probably do it on a live, or just make a video of me doing it and post it on the channel. I will be unboxing it one way or the other. MN Comic Books, I promise. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so sweet. Whoa, whoa. Alright, so well, if anyone's being inappropriate in the chat, that's why I have my wonderful mods. If any of them are in here right now, definitely they'll be on top of it, I'm sure. Sweet.
Must be a way to shut it off.
Blue glowy thing. What is that? It's a belt or a bracelet or something. All right, where is the exit? Because I think I'm going to die if I don't find said exit. What is this? Hey. All right. Whoa. Exit is this way. Oh no 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 no. Oh! Dude, is that a Gundam? Oh, is this chick?
Nice suit. You've caused me enough problems. And I'm not done yet. Where's the girl, Monica?
Oh, it was so easy as that.
Where are you taking the Inhumans?
There is. So basically, I touched on it earlier. People were asking if the game was worth it and everything. So the base game is like any PS4 game. It's like 59 bucks. You don't get much when you get the base game. You know, you do get the full game, obviously, but if you get like the next tier up, which I think is like $69, I think it's every 10 or every $20 or something like that. You get like automatically, you get a bunch of skins that you would either otherwise have to either work for, or maybe they're exclusive. But I didn't. I got the base game just because I figured that, in my experience, if you play the game long enough, you'll unlock everything. So, and if there are like one or two costumes that you can't unlock unless you pre-ordered it, or unless you got the really expensive version, then I'm okay with that. Because for me, it's not. I mean, it would have to be like an amazing suit for me to pay extra money for it. So if they come out with something that like I gotta have it, you know, as far as like the suit goes, then you know, maybe I'll shell out extra money for it. But for the get-go, for the beginning, I just wanted the base game and you know, try it out and stuff. Especially since I couldn't play the beta, so I had no. I knew the game was gonna be great and they were gonna get my money, but I didn't have any kind of pre-game effect, you know, so to speak, as far as like getting to know what the game was like, because the beta didn't work for me. So that's why I went ahead and got the base game, and I love it. It's worth every penny. If you ask me if it's worth it for the base game, yes, 100%. Yes. Yes, I do. With Holden and the crew, yes, I'm definitely going to be doing that. We're probably going to be doing some live streams for one of our channels on that, for sure, because we've done that in the past. As far as like with you guys, I will probably save that for the Patreon, for a Patreon benefit, just because it's something a little bit more personal, and I can give you guys, like, you know, those of you who want to do it, you guys can get like my individual attention and stuff like that. And it'd be a really good way of regulating it to make, you know, to making sure that it's not like overloaded, because I could like organize it better and stuff like that. Plus, it'll give you guys, as I said, more stuff for your pledge, because I want you guys to feel like, you know, if you're nice enough to give me donations and stuff like that via Patreon and stuff, I want to make sure that you guys feel like you're getting your money's worth. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that the last time I checked, I was at like 14% completion, and that was like after the first live stream. I've done it. This is the third time, so I can't imagine being still in like 20%. I had to be over at least 30% by now, but I'm not really sure. I wouldn't consider that a spoiler. If you guys know, those of you that have beaten the game, if you guys can just tell pretty much from where I am right now, if you can tell how much more I have, I don't mind you divulging that information, because that I wouldn't consider that a spoiler. Unless any of you guys don't want to know, then obviously that supersedes that, because I want to make sure that everyone's happy, you know? Author plays. What's up? Who's that? Oh yeah, nice. The way you said it, I was just like, why is that bad? I'm really bad with names, so when you say it like that, when you're like, author plays is here, I'm like, oh god, who's that? Oh well, thank you. I really appreciate the mods and everything. And that's the thing about it, like, as far as I know, it's open. Like, this stream is open, so anybody who's on their PlayStation that just happens to research the Avengers can see our, you know, us playing. So I understand, you know, the trolls and stuff, but like, I understand them how they get in, but definitely we don't want that here. I think I could safely speak for everyone in that. Oh. Is that health? It is health. Yes. Luke is not happy. That's him yelling in the background. Is that my big man coming in here with mom? He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Hey, baby. Whoa. Yeah, daddy's trying not to die. Oh, man. No, don't. Whoa. Oh, wow, that's cool. That's awesome.
You read my mind.
That's awesome. So that's like maybe 2 more streams. Because I'd like to do them like 2-hour stretches. So today's the exception because I have to go to work, but... Hey, what's going on? Whoa, that was a glitch. I hit the grapple while it was like jumping dimensions or whatever, and it was like trying to follow it through the portal. That was crazy. I think it's asking, the question was if I think this reflects the comic book characters or the MCU. I think it's a mixture of both. I think Black Widow is very heavily influenced by almost said Natalie Portman, Scarlett Johansson. I think it even looks like her. It definitely has her look. She does kind of look like she's from Ultimate Alliance as well, with a lot of the regular clothing. She looks like a SHIELD agent. I definitely think that Thor's like accent is a little bit less intense. He doesn't sound like, you know, like the cartoons where he's like super Asgardian. He sounds a little bit more like Chris Hemsworth's portrayal. So I think it's a healthy mixture of both, and I really enjoy it.
Black Widow? What are you doing? Come on, let's get out of here.
I'm going home. To Jersey. I don't know who I was kidding. No hero.
I don't know, I got a Quinjet full of people who would disagree with you.
I couldn't control it. I keep passing out.
Oh, you'll get there, Kamala. You'll get there. What's up, buddy?
Mistakes are gonna happen. To be honest, Jersey wasn't my finest hour.
Yeah, I know. After this cutscene, I'm gonna cut the stream.
Tiny dancer.
Hey, buddy, what are you doing?
Look, kid, you're already a hero.
Hey, buddy, you want to say hi to the
You
internet?
have to convince
Come here.
yourself.
Come here.
Come on, let's get the hell out of here.
Let's show everyone your messy hair.
Huh?
Huh? See your messy hair? You need a haircut. You need a haircut. Yeah. Wow. Look. Oh, MN Comic Books, you're welcome. Thank you for coming by, as always, and all of you guys, thank you for stopping by. I'm going to be back on tomorrow, again, either in the morning or in the afternoon, and get more into the storyline and hopefully finish it sooner rather than later. Alright, Bubby, you want to go back to Mom? Alright, here, go back to Mom.
It's good to see you too, Bruce.
He just tackled his mother. Pretty long cutscene. Bruce looks like someone I know. I'm not really sure who, but he definitely looks like someone I know.
So, how'd you like that?
Alright, that was intense. I didn't die as much as I thought I would. Thank you guys so much for sliding by and hanging out again while I play Marvel's Avengers. I will see you guys tomorrow on the live stream, and we're going to be filming this Sunday, as always, for you guys. A bunch of My Friend Watches and stuff like that. So I will see you guys really, really soon. I love all of you. Thank you so much for your support. And keep on doing what you're doing. Love you. Have a good one.